We will get this party started. All right, everybody. Sorry, always some kind of technical difficulty. So there we go. So welcome, everybody, to the Fit for His Glory Sisters June team training. For those of you who I don't know, my name is Caroline Foster, and I have been a coach for 7 years. I am a wife, mom of 2, and we live right outside of Nashville, Tennessee. And it is an honor to get to serve with you guys in health and fitness, like it truly is. I feel like over the last week, I've just been really reminded of how big our just purpose is, and how cool the opportunity we have is to just be a light, not to just people on Instagram, but in our communities, and just the fact that we get to shine in a really dark place is so cool. And so it is really, truly an honor to get to serve with you guys. And I'm just so thankful that God has called me here to do this with you guys. It's really such a gift. So I'm excited for tonight's training. I'm excited to dive in. But before we do that, we are going to do a little recognition. So this was our board from May. Look at that, y'all. So many women who got their names up there, who helped people. Obviously, this just shows us Success Club, which we call here on the Fit for His Glory Sisters the Changing Lives Club, because we really believe that we're changing lives. We're not just, selling something for our own success, but we're really changing lives. So we like to call it the Changing Lives Club. And so I just look at this board and I see so many names, but what I really think about is just all of the people that we started on their health journey this past month. Because that's really what makes coaching so unique, right? From other network marketing companies that are out there, is that we truly get to help people make a change, take that first step in their health and fitness journey. And so I just think that's such a cool opportunity that we have, and responsibility, really. For a lot of network marketing companies, it's like you make the sell and your job is done. But for us, that's really the start of it. And so I just think about all the new people that we started to help this month. And I'm excited just to see the results that they get through your challenge groups and through working with you as their coach. It's just going to be so cool. So anyways, so proud of you guys. I want to give a special shout out to Jordan. She may not be on this call, but she is one of Patrice's coaches. She's part of the Radiant Tribe. And it's been so cool watching her journey. She's been a customer for a while, and she just one day was like, I feel amazing and I want to help other people feel this way. And so
Hey, Caroline.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, I'm being very rude, but everybody's messaging. We can't see your screen, so I was just going to tell you before you kept going.
Oh.
So sorry.
No, you weren't rude at all. I wasn't checking the chat box. I'm glad someone told me. Can you see that now?
Yes.
Okay. Let's make it. So when I press present, tell me if you can still see it. Can you still see that?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So Jordan got amazing results. She's still on her journey, but she has just had so many people who've wanted to join her, because she is literally experiencing life change through these programs and her own, fitness journey. And so it's really, really cool just to see. And it really reminds me, and I've had this conversation with a lot of people, even just today, but the power of our own stories and the power of us getting results ourselves. For a lot of people, when people start to kind of slide back in their own health and fitness journey, a lot of times it's going to directly result their business. And most of the time when I get on the phone with a coach who's really frustrated in their business, it's usually because they've started to take their foot off the gas in their own health and fitness journey. And so they really do both coincide. And our greatest marketing tool is our results, right? Like, we are a walking billboard, which is actually really cool because it's the best form of accountability. I always tell people that, coaching is the best form of accountability. But I heard a top coach, Chelsea Pearson, say this one time. She said, every time that I start to get down in my business, or I just feel like I'm hitting a slump, I'm like, okay, I need to go get some results. And I just think like we have so many girls on our team right now who are seeing incredible results in their health and fitness journey. And it's really showing in their business as well. And so maybe you needed that reminder today, just like, even if you can't show up for yourself, showing up so that you can serve other people. So way to go, ladies. Okay, let's take a little chance to celebrate to this week and what's been happening. So this is our June leaderboard for the month so far. As you guys can see, it's a lot smaller than last month. Just a little side by side. But we have so many of you guys who are down there who have points on the board, but you just haven't hit Success Club yet. And I know that you guys are going to get there. Don't take your foot off the gas. I know, and I can tell you right now, for those of you who are feeling discouraged, there's a lot of you out there. June is a hard month. Like, it truly is. That's why we decided to do the Olympics in June, because we knew it was going to be a hard month. So we knew that you needed the extra accountability. June is tough. People are traveling, they're busy, especially this year. Things are trying to pick back up. Vacations are happening. I know even for myself, it's really easy to take my foot off the gas, but we can't, because the work you're doing this month is going to be the results you see next month and the next month and the next month. So keep showing up. Have a list of things that are your like survival list stuff. Like, these are the things I'm going to do every single day. For me, that's the tracker. Even if I can't get anything else done, if I'm getting the tracker done, those things build upon each other. If you can't work 2 or 3 days during the week, plug in on a Saturday and get some work done. Just, being consistent is what's going to really move the needle in this business. So keep showing up. Don't give up on these people. Use the rest of this week to follow up with people so that you give them time to check out and that kind of thing. Don't forget about those people who maybe have Beachbody On Demand renewing. Maybe you can upgrade into a challenge pack for $40 more. So just really try to think outside the box this month. All right, so what just happened? I think it went backwards. Oh, there we go. Okay, sorry about that. So top recruiter this week was Jordan. Jordan is on fire. She's hitting top Success Club numbers, but she also was our top recruit. And for those of you who think that you're busy, Jordan works full time, and she also has like 5 kids. So, and she's getting results in her own health and fitness journey, which means she's showing up and she's growing her business. Like, I think last month she signed up 6 coaches. Or 7 coaches. And so she is on fire. The girls who were on her team for Olympics are pretty lucky that they got to be with her, because she is crushing it. But I always say success leaves clues. So go check Jordan's page out, go see what she's doing, learn from her, because we're all here to share. It keeps going backwards when I press the other key. Our top volume earner was Patrice. So congratulations to you, Patrice. She was our top volume earner this past week. And that's it. Okay, so now we are going to dive into a training from Amwala Caesar for our brand new program 645. This is a quick little 30-minute training. I may even cut it off a little bit sooner. Unfortunately, I would have loved to have him on live. Hopefully you guys, you're probably bummed. You're probably like, oh, I thought he was going to be on. I'm going to share my screen with you guys and pull up the training. And we'll get to hear from him. And then at the end, we're going to have Emily Zortman. Show her pretty little face here. She was a test group participant, so we're going to have her talk about her experience with the program and do a little quick Q&A with you guys, okay? So I'm going to stop sharing my screen really quick, and I'm going to pull up this training, and we will get started. Okay, so give me just a second. Okay, so I'm really hoping this works for us. So I'm going to press play on it, and just let me know if you guys aren't able to hear it. I may need to take my AirPods off. Let's see if it's going to work for us. Oh, that's not the right one. Oh, I don't know what just happened. It just took us to another training. Okay, this is the one we want. Well, great. Hang on just a second, guys. Let me see if I can pull it up on another browser. For some reason, the one I played earlier is not pulling up, so. Let's see. I'd like to play the video before we have Emily go, but we may have no other choice. It's not playing. Okay, Emily, do you want to go ahead and just kind of take over and kind of just share a little bit about the program and your experience, all that good stuff? And if I can get the video going, then we'll watch it. But if not, we'll just learn from you tonight.
Sure.
Sorry, guys.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes. And if you want to introduce yourself and all that good stuff too, that'd be awesome.
Okay. I'm Emily Zortman. I've been a coach since October of last year. I am a youth pastor's wife in full-time ministry living in Jacksonville, Florida, or right outside Jacksonville. So yeah, I've been in the 645 test group, which has been an amazing experience. That was one of my main big goals when I started coaching, was being in a test group, and it's been an amazing experience. Kind of daunting. It's been a lot of hard work, but it's been amazing. And Amwala, of course, is awesome. If you all have done any of his other programs, they're intense, but they're really good. So 645, obviously 6 days a week, 45 minutes a day, which both of those things, when I first heard about this program, I was a little bit scared, if I'm being totally honest, because I'm normally like a Monday through Friday, 30 minutes or less kind of girl. But honestly, I haven't really noticed that extra time, because for the 6 days, one of those days you're doing some mobility and stability. So you're stretching out, you're working on mobility. So being able to be mobile, mobilizing, getting more stable in your moves, just being more flexible, mobilizing joints and things like that. And then the other day is your rest day. So that's kind of how I'm thinking about it in my mind. 5 days of like hard pushing and hard work, and then that other day is more of like a stretching, mobility, and stability day. So the 45 minutes also was kind of daunting to me, if I'm being totally honest. But when you break it down, he's wanting it to be more of like a one-on-one training session with you. So he's talking about we're spending more time on warming up, making sure your body is ready for the workout, making sure you're stretched out, doing those more dynamic warm-ups to get your body ready. And then that's taking about 10 minutes of the whole workout. And then you have about 5 minutes of cool down at the end. So in all reality, it's more like 30 minutes of consistent work. One of the things that that's really making this program stand out from others, in my opinion, is he is very much wanting to teach you about your own body. He's not afraid of using medical terms, physiological terms for specific muscle groups, all these different things. I wasn't expecting to have to explain all of this. I was hoping.
I'm so sorry, Emily.
No, it's okay. I just am stumbling.
I love the realness, though. You got to keep it real, you know?
But okay, so it's all educational. He's not afraid to use those medical, physiological terms for muscles and joints and all of those different things. And one of the things is he wants to be able to pinpoint. So we all have problem areas. So like for me, when I was a freshman in high school, I fell down some stairs and fractured my ankle. And I have had issues with that ever since. And so one of the things in our mobility and stability days is he's talking about some ankle stability and some stretches and workouts to be able to strengthen that joint from where I've had this injury years ago that I still have issues with. He talks about even like when we do squats, if your heels kick up when you do a squat, if you're leaning forward too much, those are all indicators that there's some imbalances or some joints or muscles that are tight and that need to be loosened up. And so he is trying to pinpoint those areas and then working through them to make them more mobile and stable. Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else.
So Emily, can I ask you some questions?
Absolutely.
Do you care? So I know, like, obviously you've gone through the test group. First of all, like, have you gotten great results from it? Do you feel like you've seen a big change in your body?
Yes. So not as much on the scale, but as far as like measurements, I've seen a lot of changes, and just like in pictures. Like if I look back on videos when I first started or pictures when I first started to now, especially like my upper body, there's been a lot of toning, and I'm seeing muscles pop out that I didn't even know were there, which has been really encouraging when the scale hasn't been moving. But yeah, I've seen really good results, even though the scale hasn't really done a whole lot.
What about, because I know there's a lot of women on our team, and we have a lot of moms and like postpartum moms and pregnant moms and, all the things. So I know the one thing I'm hearing a lot from people is like, I just don't know if this is the right program for my market, or I don't know if this is the right program for me and my own personal goals, or, like I'm worried this is going to be too intense for people. I've heard that 4 weeks of the prep was a much more intense program compared to 645, and that you really can't like take him and say, oh, this program is going to be like, 4 weeks of the prep. So what are your thoughts on that? Like,
yeah, that's definitely the case. I didn't do like full AMALA. I didn't do the prep or the work. I did 1 week of the prep, but I didn't get the whole program. But even just for doing 1 week of the prep, this program is totally different. Like for anybody who's done AMALA's other programs, you kind of have to put that AMALA to the side. And like, this was a whole different experience. And even AMALA says like, he doesn't do, like this would be his full year-round program that he would do. He wouldn't even do 4 weeks of the prep or 6 weeks of the work, because that's like, he even talks about like we overtrain our bodies. Like we are doing programs like 6 weeks of the work over and over again, and we're overtraining our bodies, and then we're causing ourselves to like have these injuries. And then, okay, so this is just a totally different program. So it is, when I first started it, actually that first week that I was in the test group, I was like, oh no, like this isn't going to be hard. Like the first week I was doing, which he told us in the test group that if we wanted to go on runs or anything that we could. And that first week I was going on runs every day because I wasn't sweating. I wasn't really burning any calories, but it was because he was doing a lot of teaching during that time. And I went from 9-week control freak, which you're moving constantly for 20, 30 minutes with very little breaks in between, to 45 minutes where you have like 3 blocks with rest in between each move and each block. So it's a much slower pace than like 9-week control freak, or I'm assuming AMALA's other programs. Like I said, I've only done the 1 week of the prep. But I do think as women, as moms, in our market, I do think that it's going to be really doable, not so intense that we can't do it. Like I've got 1 week left of the test group, and in the last stage is when I've been like, oh man, like, okay, AMALA, like it's kicked in. But yeah, I think that it's not too intense, because also he's like working you up to that point of being in stage 3, lifting heavy, doing all of these different complex movements. It's not like you're just being thrown into the stage 3 movements all at once. Does that make sense?
So
sorry, I don't feel like that was very
modifier?
clear.
Is there a modifier in every workout?
Yes.
Perfect.
There's not been a modifier in our test group, so I don't know what that's gonna look like. Like he's just been showing us the modifications, but yes, there will be a modifier for every workout.
Another question someone had is, what equipment will we need?
Yeah, I can actually show you. I think that these will come with the challenge pack. Hold on a second. Okay, so the only thing, apart from like if you want to use a yoga mat, which you don't have to obviously, but these resistance bands, so it's gonna come with 2. This is the lighter, the gray is the lighter, and then the black is the heavier resistance. And these are awesome. Like I personally don't like the rubber ones because they roll up and they don't stay in place, but these, like the outside is like the fabric. I don't know if you can see that. And then the inside has the grip, so they don't roll or move. But that's the only equipment that is really needed besides dumbbells.
Cool. Let's see if there was any other questions. I did get the video working. It just now started working. So we can watch it in just a second. Is there anything else that anybody wants to ask Emily? So then that way we can watch the video in just a second and get all the details on that. One other question someone asked, and I think it's a really good one, Emily, is like, do you think this is like a good postpartum Aaron said it's not explicit, right?
He hasn't actually said whether or not there's going to be like a explicit. He hasn't been that way in the test group though. So
I personally don't think there will be, because I think that they got a lot of pushback on that. And so I would really be surprised if Beachbody did another explicit program like that, just because they got a lot of pushback on that. Because I think even people who do cuss a lot are doing their workouts in front of their kids. So they're probably like, even if they are someone who's okay with it, like they're, kids are around. One other question I had too, Emily, is word on the street is that you'll be able to like print this off even and take it to the gym. Like there'll be like printables for the workouts. Do you know if that's true?
I haven't heard anything about that from the test group, but that might just be because honestly, the test group Facebook page is really easy to miss stuff. So it might be that I just haven't seen that.
I just was curious.
Yeah,
I think Carl said that. And we had that with one of our other programs in the past. And that was just really cool because, there are a lot of people now who are wanting to go back to the gym, but it's still like you need to have a plan and you need to have a program and something that you can stick to. So I think that would be really cool for them to be able to print it off.
Yeah, for sure.
Any other questions for Emily? And then we will watch the video. I had a question I wanted to ask, and now I have completely forgotten. I don't know. So just to clarify, it gets progressively harder.
Yes. So, I can just break down the, I don't know where the word I'm looking for. Sorry, the stages. Sorry. So there's 3 stages, and each of them have 4 weeks. So you have each of the first 3 weeks get progressively harder, and then you have a deload week for the 4th week. So you're lifting the heaviest on that 3rd week, and then on the 4th week, you're actually lifting the same weight, but it's less reps. So he's basically ramping you up, and then that 4th week, you're supposed to, that's like your rest week where your body is able to heal and recuperate from lifting heavy those last 3 weeks. And then same thing for stage 2 and stage 3. And then I'm actually at the stage 4 is 1 week, and it's called performance week, which is what I'm about to go into. But it does progressively get harder. Like the first stage, I'm not going to say it was easy, but it's definitely progressively gotten harder to where like the last 4 weeks have been pretty intense, in my opinion.
What nutrition program does he really focus on? Someone asked.
So he's pretty clear that he doesn't do either of like 2B mindset or portion fix. He does like the 80-20. I think that's the phrase, like 80% like healthy, 20%. Is that the right phrase?
Yeah,
I can't remember. So he has been pretty cool with like us doing whatever. He hasn't really focused on any of those nutrition things. He just kind of left it up to Autumn and Alana to kind of explain those, and left that up to us.
Cool. Is there one that you stuck to?
I've been doing 2B mindset.
Cool.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Any other questions for Emily? And we're all talking in the chat about how you have to take creatine when you do this program.
Yeah.
I'm all as a
fan of creatine. He talks a lot about it.
Megan Davies talks a lot about it too. She has some really good IGTV. I've never taken creatine personally, but I'm going to take it with this program because Kirby and Aaron say that it's amazing. So apparently it's the most tested supplement on the market, but I didn't even know that.
I didn't realize that either. One thing that Amala does say is you will gain some water weight or hold on to some water weight while you're taking creatine. So if you notice that, that might be a side effect. But besides that, all for it. Have you, those of you who use creatine, have you noticed that? Do you feel like you're, bloating or holding on to water weight?
Do you take it too?
Mama, could you put on this?
I was typing, but I'll just talk. I did for like a cycle or whatever. I did notice like some bloating the first few weeks, but then it kind of tapered off, honestly. But I definitely could notice a difference in my strength, especially upper body when I took it.
What made you not want to take it, Shay, if you don't mind me asking?
Mommy.
Like, why did I stop taking it?
Yeah.
Mommy.
Oh, I was just like cycling off of it. I've done some like research and it just talks about like taking it for a certain amount of like time and then taking a break and giving your body like going back to it. So like I took a whole tub and then I was just like taking a little break and then cycling back. I don't know the details of that. That's just kind of what I've read, but
that's interesting. So you're not supposed to, it's not like something you're supposed to take all the time.
Mommy.
Well, I'm not a doctor here, but
well, no, but I just
with it. I mean,
yeah, you're just playing around with it. And then Aaron and Annabelle take it too,
Mommy.
and Kirby.
Mommy. Mama.
But I think they only take it on lifting days.
Yeah, I only did it on lifting days too.
You can say it. She's really dying to say hi to you, so.
Hey, Emmeline.
Hi.
She should be in bed. So this is the perk of being a coach, guys. You can, kids can come to your meetings. Perfect. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you guys, and we're going to watch this training. This is from a call that he did with another team. So we will just listen in and let me know if you guys cannot hear, because I might need to make it. I'm going to just go ahead and unlink my headphones real quick, and then whoops. Let's see. Can you guys all see the screen? Okay, perfect. All right, let me just, sorry guys, trying to unlink my headphones so that way you'll be able to hear him. All right. Oh my goodness, are you serious? Probably like paused it too long. I may have to just share it with y'all. Okay, here we go. Can you guys hear this? Okay, hang on. Let me unhook my. Hang on.
That kind of sounds like Coach Steve.
Yeah. Okay, hang on. Mommy's got to take my headphones off of here. I don't know why it's not working.
You have to take
Nothing is working for me tonight.
Will we still get to hear it?
Yeah. Hang on. Sorry, y'all. Why is this not working? Okay, hang on. Let me stop sharing my screen. Maybe that's why. Now let's try this again.
Mm.
Because I need to put it back on the charger. You won't be able to hear.
What? I want to hear it.
I know you do. Hang on.
I want to hear it on the thing. Put it back in there. I want it. I want to hear it, Mama.
Oh my goodness. Apparently this is not meant to be tonight, y'all.
Where's that little thing? Where's that little thing where you took your headphones and put over there?
I don't know.
Mama.
Okay, y'all. I do not know why it's not working now. It literally was just playing, and then I shared my screen with you guys again, and now it's not. Okay, well, we've only got 15 minutes left. So how about we go ahead and we'll just kind of wrap up. I'll post this training for you guys in the team page and you guys can listen to it. But I think it's going to be a really amazing program. Don't let tonight's call, hopefully tonight's call with Emily really got you guys pumped up. And I'm so sorry you weren't able to hear the training that I had ready for you guys. But I will share it with you. Does anybody else have any questions just before we hop off tonight? Anything? Let's just, and of course now it's working. But I'll just share it with you guys because I think that's going to be a little bit easier. As far as just wanted to talk really quickly about the dates, the key dates for you guys. So let me just pull those back up. I had them pulled up here for you. So we are probably gonna. I just saw someone ask this. We are gonna be having our test group for this program. It will be team wide, so everybody can join. You can add your people. Let me just pull up these dates here. Ours is going to be starting the 1st of August. And let me see here. I want to be able to give you guys the exact dates. Okay, so the sample workout is going to be live June 28th, which is in 7 days, so a week away. And then the coach exclusive window is going to be July 6th. And then this will launch for customers on July 19th. So the plan is that we will start our test group on that first Monday in August, which is, I'll just give you guys the exact date, the 2nd. So August 2nd. So that'll give people from July 19th to August 2nd to get the program. We are going to go ahead and start a group on July 6th for coaches only. So if there's coaches who want to go ahead and get started, I think sometimes, and we talked about this recently, but sometimes with coaches, it's really easy for us to not have coaching because we're coaches and we don't, always have someone pouring into us. And so, yeah, I'm coming right up there to get you. And so we don't always have someone pouring into us. And so I think it'll be really powerful for us to really approach these few weeks to all be in this together, all be pumped up together, doing this together. Brian and I are planning on doing a couples challenge group for this. So my game plan is that we'll have this team-wide test group, and then we're going to also be running a couples group for it. We're going to be doing some sort of daily Grace Co. study. It's honestly, what I expect is that it's not going to necessarily be the guys checking in. I'm sure it's going to mostly be the girls. But we're going to encourage couples to do the program together. And then we're going to gift everyone who purchases a challenge pack a daily Grace Co. Bible study. They'll get the men's version and the women's. So that's kind of the game plan. Any questions? Sorry, guys. We're having just a little meltdown over here. Hey, come here. All right. Well, we're going to wrap up for the night. Does anybody want to pray us out? Lauren, do you mind praying us out real quick? Can she hear me?
I want to
Or Emily Zortman, do you mind? Or Emily Zortman, do you